Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video, we're going to be covering how to use CLI agents to build products and how to code with them. It's going to be a very basic, beginner-friendly tutorial on how to think, how to talk to the AI, how to prompt it properly to get what you want. And we're actually going to be building something in this video. So I have this example here where I saw on Twitter that this person visualized city bike data that's open to the public, right? And I want to kind of build something like this without really giving too many hints to the AI on how to build it properly so that it can be so that anybody that doesn't know anything about building with AI or building with code can build something with the AI. You know what I mean? So the options that you have if you want to use a CLI agent is mainly Claude Code. Claude Code is like the most popular one that actually started this whole trend, and I'll have all the links in the description. Another option is Codex CLI, right? Codex recently has actually made a big push to take over the market from Claude Code, and so far I've heard a lot of good things about it. Like a lot of people are preferring that firstly over Claude Code, including myself. And the reason for that is because Codex is actually it's slower, but it produces better results, less buggy code. It's kind of like a senior engineer, while Claude Code is like the more mid-tier, medium level, but produces faster code. You know what I mean? And Open Code is also an option because you can if you're on a budget, for example, you don't want to spend too much money, and you can't pay $200 a month on Claude Code subscriptions. You can actually use Open Code and get API keys from like Google or Open Router, and they provide free tier limits, so you can actually get a CLI agent for free. The only downsides to that would be that you would have to deal with the free tiers rate limits, so like you wouldn't be able to code for that long, and also the models are probably gonna be not as good as Claude Code or OpenAI's models, but it's still like a good option if you just wanted to get like free code usage. You know what I mean? So let's just get right into it. I'm going to be going with Claude Code for this tutorial because that's just what I think is the simplest right now. So what are we going to do first, right? So first thing is we need to figure out what kind of data we want to visualize. I'm thinking more of like something like the city, but not exactly what that person built, like the city bike data. So let's just see what we can get Claude to like explain to us, right? Okay, so I actually asked Claude Code what kind of options do we have here to I told it what I wanted. I wanted to visualize some high volume data. I want something that's free, and like how can I do this? What options do I have? And it kind of went through. It showed me a bunch of libraries that actually we can use. And for now, I'll just go with the first one, like Kepler.gl. I actually never worked with any of these, but we'll go with that one. So we have what we're actually going to use to visualize the data, but now we need the data, right? So let's just ask that what kind of data can we use, right? So actually, as you can see here, we actually have a lot of options to choose from. We have like city-specific data like NYC Taxi, Uber Movement. We have flight tracking data from OpenSky. But actually, what stands out to me is the marine traffic. I think that'd be pretty cool to like visualize boats in the ocean and stuff like that. Okay, so I actually just asked it like, how can we get started on this? I know I want to use Kepler. I know I want to visualize the marine traffic, but what do we build first? And it just told me that like we have to download the data first. We build the web app, and then the order in which we do that afterwards, right? And makes a lot of sense. Like first you get the data. First, if we were using like an API, for example, we would read the documentation of the API and then see how we can test it with like Postman or something. Just make API requests to the public API and see what kind of data we're getting back so that we can build the dashboard with that in mind, right? So the first thing actually we should do is let's go see what the marine data looks like. So actually, you can see that we have different options here. We have the year, broadcast points, and track lines and transit counts. And I actually don't really know what the difference is, so let's just ask Claude here real quick. I see. Okay, so as you can see, the broadcast points are actually the individual position reports. So each row is like one ping from one vessel at one moment, which is kind of what we want so that we can feed that data of different positions into our dashboard. And then over time, it would just like we can do that way. It gives us the freedom for any type of animation that we want to do. If we want to do like a fire trail on every boat, we can do whatever we want, right? So that's pretty cool. So let's look at the the broadcast points here. I'm gonna pick the 2025 one because it's the latest. I just kind of I'm actually very interested in that and see how it looks like. When you click on that link, you get this kind of page, and you just pick one of them at a time. So I guess if we wanted to really visualize this a lot, we'd download all of these, which they said here is 81 gigabytes. That's kind of a lot. But let's see what we can do here with this data. So as you can see, it actually prompted me to find an application to open this document. I don't know what a .zst is, so let's just ask Claude. I don't have... Okay, so I ran this command here to install it and install it properly, but I can run this command also, but I kind of wanted to like showcase how you can just make the AI do everything for you, you know? So I'm gonna just tell it like, hey, run those commands yourself. So as you can see here, it actually told me what it is exactly, the Z standard compression, and it gave me commands to run, right? And as a human nowadays in 2026, we don't really want to do things ourselves. We want the AIs to do everything for us, right? So I just told it, hey, run those commands yourself. I downloaded the file. It's in my downloads folder, so just you know what to do. Don't tell me what to do. And as you can see, it installed it. I actually already installed it myself, but it ran the command to install it, and then now it's asking to run the decompression on the thing. So let's just put yes. So as you can see, it actually ran the commands itself, and it produced 7.3 million rows. So that's 7.3 million dots on the map, like so different positions of different boats. And it's saying that's way too much data to put it into directly into like the library. So it's asking to trim it down to a specific region, right? So let's just go with San Francisco Bay because we're doing some coding stuff, so why not? So now that I gave it which area we want to filter, it's actually asking what kind of road do we want to go. We want to go with a full app or just a quick prototype. Ideally, if you're building something serious, you would want to go with a quick prototype so that you can make sure that it knows what you're like trying to do. But for now, let's just go with the full app and see how it goes. Okay, wow. So all I did was just, hey, just build the full app, and it just went off. It built everything, and then it just told me, hey, now you can sign up at Mapbox, get the public token, and paste it in the .env. Let's see what they built. So let's go to Mapbox and let's get started for free. Let's see the free tier. I am an individual. All right, so we got the account, we got the key right here. Let's copy it and let's do it. All right, so I have the project open in Anti-Gravity, which is my IDE of choice, because it gives you more free tiers to abuse, more free AI usage, and we love things that are free out here, okay? So let's see what, okay, so now we're gonna put our API key in here. I'm gonna cut it so that you don't see my super secret. And then now it's telling us to run npm run dev. So you know the rule, guys. The rule is never do anything yourself that the AI can do for itself. So I'm gonna tell it, you run the dev server. Let's see what Claude cooked up for us. Okay, bad news, guys. It's a blank page, but don't worry. I trust that Claude will fix it. All right, so as we can see that it actually made a visualization on the map, which is crazy. And you can see all the dots of every data point that you can see here. So this is the dashboard it built. It's actually pretty crazy. Like you can see that it actually added every single dot onto the map, and you can see that it cuts off around here because probably the geolocation that we set is only San Francisco. So I guess after here it's not San Francisco, so it cuts off. So you can see here it shows the vessel position, vessel type, all this different data that I don't even really understand, to be honest. But you can see you can filter the time. You can filter the time, right? So you can see how the time progresses. So you can see that we're actually tracking a couple boats here, and this is pretty cool, man. All right, so next let's actually make it visualize the data with like a play button. Instead of having every single position where every single boat was all just like plotted on the map, let's actually have it play it out as like a video, for example. Or actually, maybe does the play already do that? This is kind of confusing, but I'm gonna ask it to do that. Let's do that. Okay, so I asked it to add a play button and so that to actually visualize the boats, and let's see what it did. Wow, that's crazy. So you can actually edit the speed of the data. Okay, now let's tell it to make a cute animation for each boat because now like they just kind of look like weird little dots. They look like snails out here, like worms just walking around. Let's just ask it to make a cool animation for them. Okay, after going back and forth with the Claude for a while, it actually made a very good product. Let's see. Look at this, guys. It shows every boat and it animates its path all around San Francisco. So you can see every single one of these dots is a boat. And you can see it docks. This boat is docking right now. This is super, super cool. We did this in like, what, 15 minutes? Not even. Now we have a cool visualization with all the features that we want. We can speed up the time. We can pause. We can rewind. This is crazy. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. And inshallah, I'll see you guys in the next video.